Think you know everything about flying? Think again. You buckle up, watch the safety video, and think you're set. But the skies are full of secrets. Today we're revealing the most shocking flight secrets airlines keep from you. We've talked to insiders, pilots, flight attendants, mechanics, and we're spilling all the tea. Ever wondered what really happens behind the scenes or what flight attendants refuse to eat or drink? We're pulling back the curtain. Get ready. Some of these will change how you fly forever. Alright, you ready? Let's get into it. Let's start with a big one. Something that might seem alarming but is actually a carefully planned safety measure. Those oxygen masks that drop down. They're a sight that can definitely raise your heart rate. In emergencies, what do you really know about them? They only have about 15 minutes of oxygen. That might sound incredibly short. That's not a lot, and it's understandable to feel a little anxious about that, but it's all you need. Here's why. The purpose isn't to last the whole flight. That would require a completely different and much heavier system. It's to keep you breathing and conscious while the pilots make a rapid, controlled descent. They're aiming for a lower altitude where the air is breathable. Pilots are trained for this, rigorously, and can get the plane to a safe altitude in just a few minutes. The key is a swift and well-executed maneuver. The 15-minute supply is a bridge, a temporary measure, not a lifeline. It's designed to give the pilots the time they need to get the plane to safety. Why don't they tell you the exact duration during the safety briefing? To avoid panic. The thinking is that a specific number might cause unnecessary alarm. You just need to put on your mask and breathe normally. Focus on staying calm. The crew handles the rest. They are highly trained to manage these situations efficiently and effectively. Think of it like a spare tire. It's not meant for a cross-country trip. Enough to get you to safety, to the nearest repair shop, not for the whole journey. It's a temporary fix for a specific problem. Next time you see that panel above your head housing those masks, remember, it's a temporary fix, a carefully calculated solution, perfectly engineered for emergencies. Every aspect is designed with precision and care. It's a secret that's actually reassuring when you know the whole story. Understanding the reasoning behind it can ease any concerns. The system is designed to work in sync, a coordinated effort. Masks for you, ensuring you remain conscious. Action from the cockpit. The pilots are taking immediate steps to resolve the situation. So don't worry about the number. 15 minutes is the figure, but it's about what that time allows. Just know it's exactly what you need. It's a carefully calculated duration. The engineering and safety protocols behind this are incredible. A huge amount of thought and expertise goes into these systems. It's not about hiding the truth or misleading passengers, but about keeping everyone calm and safe. That's the ultimate goal. The next time you fly, you'll know exactly what's happening and why if the masks deploy. If those masks ever drop, you'll be prepared with the right knowledge. Trust the process. Have faith in the training and the systems. It's all part of keeping you safe. That's the priority. The real secret, the underlying principle, you're in good hands. The crew is there to guide you. Now, let's move on to something you drink on board. Something a little less critical, but still worth considering. And why you might want to think twice before ordering that beverage. Buckle up, frequent flyers. Here's a crucial tip straight from the seasoned flight attendants who navigate the skies daily. Never, ever drink the tap water on an airplane. Especially not on a plane. And that also means avoiding anything made with it, like coffee, tea, or even that instant soup they sometimes offer. The aircraft water tanks are rarely, if ever, thoroughly cleaned. And these tanks can harbor a surprising amount of bacteria, including some pretty nasty ones like E. coli. Numerous studies have found all sorts of nasty stuff lurking in airline water systems. It's a veritable cocktail of unwanted microorganisms. That's why flight crews almost always stick to bottled water and canned drinks. And they do so for a very good reason. They know what's up. The water you're served, even if it looks crystal clear, might have been sitting in that tank for days, potentially breeding all sorts of unwelcome guests. And those fill ports, well, they aren't always as sanitary as you'd hope. Let's just say they're exposed to the elements. Even the hot water, the water used for coffee and tea, often isn't consistently hot enough to effectively kill all the bacteria that might be present. So, what practical steps should you take to protect yourself? Always, without exception, ask for bottled water. And if you absolutely need that caffeine fix, grab a coffee in the terminal before your flight, before you even board the plane. It's not that airlines deliberately want to make you sick, of course. It's just that it's a tough and complex system to consistently keep clean and sanitized. And remember, even the bathroom sinks are using this same water, so always use hand sanitizer immediately after washing your hands in the airplane lavatory. When it comes to beverages, stick to sealed drinks, canned soda, juice boxes, and of course, bottled water. It's a simple switch in habit that can save you from a potentially rough and uncomfortable trip. So, the big takeaway here, be extra mindful of what you choose to drink when you're up in the air. The flight attendants and other airline pros know this secret well, and now you're in the know too. Stay healthy on your travels, stay comfortable throughout your journey, and definitely don't risk it with the airplane tap water. Next up, we're diving into a safety feature that you've probably never even thought about before. And surprisingly, it's all about the cabin lights. Ready to uncover another travel secret? Let's get to it. Ever notice how the cabin lights dim before takeoff and landing? It's not for ambiance, it's for safety. Dimming the lights helps your eyes adjust in case of an emergency evacuation. If you need to exit quickly, your vision is already adapted to the darkness outside. Every second counts in an emergency, and this simple step can save lives. That's also why window shades go up, so you and the crew can see outside for hazards. It's about situational awareness and quick response. The next time the lights go down, remember it's not for mood, it's for survival. It's a small detail with a big impact on safety. These hidden procedures are everywhere in aviation. Now let's talk about something a lot less clean. Your tray table. You might want to grab a wipe for this one. Ready? Here's the dirty truth. Think the bathroom is the dirtiest place on a plane? Think again, it's your tray table. Studies show tray tables have more bacteria than the toilet flush button. Why? Bathrooms get cleaned regularly, but tray tables often don't. Between flights, crews focus on trash and seatbelts, not deep cleaning every table. People eat, work, and even change diapers on them. The result? A germ hotspot. Always bring disinfecting wipes and clean your tray table before using it. Never eat food directly off the surface. Use a napkin or keep it in the wrapper. It's a simple step to avoid picking up unwanted germs. Airlines won't advertise this, but now you know. Your best defense is a quick wipe down. Stay healthy and make your space cleaner than when you found it. Next, let's talk about the cockpit, and a secret that might surprise you. It's all about rest, and it's not what you think. Ready for the truth about your pilots? Let's go. Here's a secret. On long flights, one of your pilots is probably taking a nap, and that's a good thing. It's called controlled rest, and it's a safety procedure to fight fatigue. One pilot naps while the other stays alert at the controls. These naps are short, planned, and only happen during cruise, not takeoff or landing. Flight attendants know when a pilot is resting and check in more often. On ultra-long flights, there are extra pilots who rotate in and out of rest. Why keep it quiet? Passengers might worry, but it's safer than having two exhausted pilots. A rested pilot is a safe pilot. It's all about managing alertness and reducing errors. So next time you're on a red-eye, know your pilots are staying sharp. It's a hidden layer of safety you never see. But where do the crew go to rest? There's a secret for that too. Let's take a look at the hidden bunk beds in the sky. On ultra-long flights, flight attendants and pilots have secret sleeping quarters, hidden bunk beds you'll never see. These crew rest compartments are tucked above or below the main cabin, accessed by hidden doors and stairs. Inside there are bunks with privacy curtains, reading lights, and just enough space to stretch out. Pilots often have their own rest area near the cockpit. This system keeps the crew alert and ready for anything, even after hours in the air. You'll never spot these areas. They're strictly for the crew. While you're watching movies, the crew is rotating through sleep cycles just feet away. So, if a flight attendant disappears and returns refreshed, now you know why. It's a hidden world that keeps your flight running smoothly. Next up, turbulence. The truth behind those bumpy rides. Turbulence can be unsettling. The sudden jolts and unexpected movements can make even seasoned travelers feel a bit uneasy. But the truth is, to pilots and modern aircraft, it's usually no big deal. In fact, it's a routine part of flying. They're trained to handle it, and the planes are designed to withstand it. Modern aircraft are built using advanced engineering and materials to handle far more stress than they'll ever encounter during even the worst turbulence. They undergo rigorous testing to ensure their structural integrity. In reality, turbulence rarely delivers forces that even come close to the aircraft's design limits. The wings are designed to flex, and the entire structure is built to absorb the bumps. It's all part of the design. Think of it like a car on a rough road. You feel the bumps, but the car is designed to handle them. Pilots use weather reports, constantly monitoring conditions, radar, which can detect turbulence ahead, and real-time updates from other aircraft to find the smoothest path possible, minimizing any discomfort. They only warn you if the turbulence is expected to be significant. Minor bumps aren't usually worth the announcement as they're a normal part of the flight. The real danger during turbulence? Passengers who aren't wearing their seatbelts. The vast majority of turbulence-related injuries happen to people who are not buckled into their seats. That's why you should always, without exception, keep your seatbelt fastened, even if you're just dozing off. Keep it fastened even when the seatbelt sign is off. Clear air turbulence, which is particularly sneaky, can strike without any warning at all, so pilots are trained to stay cautious and vigilant. Pilots want a smooth ride as much as you do. They're not fans of turbulence either. That's why they're always working, constantly monitoring conditions, to avoid any rough patches and ensure a comfortable flight. So if the crew looks calm and collected, you can relax and trust that everything is under control. The plane is built for this, designed to handle these conditions, and the pilots are extensively trained for it. They've seen it all before, so fasten your seatbelt, trust the professionals who are dedicated to your safety, and know that it's just a bump in the road, or rather, a bump in the sky. Now let's wrap up this section with a quick recap of what you've learned about turbulence and air travel. Now you know the secrets airlines don't want you to hear. From oxygen masks and secret bunks to why you should always wipe your tray table, flying is full of hidden truths. Which fact surprised you most? Let us know in the comments. If you're an airline employee with more secrets, we want to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up for more eye-opening facts. Thanks for watching, and safe travels.